Looking at the latest polls, Jeremy Corbyn's on 53%, you're on 21%. Where has it all gone wrong?
Well, we know that polls need to be taken with a pinch of salt, don't we? I think we all saw that at the general election. I think they don't tell the whole story. I'm the only person in this race now who can beat Jeremy Corbyn. I've got enough support from across the party, and I'm campaigning for every vote now. My manifesto lands this morning on the doormats of those 600,000 voting members. And, you know, it's all about now getting the message over. And my message is I'm the best person that can unite the party, but also then lead us to victory in 2020. And I think people will really now focus now, won't they, as those ballot papers land, and they'll really think about who is best placed to lead Labour forward.
So do you put his lead thus far down to a sort of hot-headedness, a sort of knee-jerk reaction to the abysmal sort of results in the election? And you're thinking that head will rule over the heart now? Is that what you're hoping? I
put it down, actually, at Ranveer, to people crying out for a change in the style of politics. I think they've become quite fed up, really. With...
Well, that's Jeremy Corbyn, isn't it? And
yeah, and
you're pretty much part of the establishment.
That. Well, no, I've kind of said that I've been watching Westminster politics for a long time, been a part of it, but become disillusioned about it myself in terms of the way it works. And I think the party does want a change. In fact, the country wants a change. You know, the whole way of kind of speaking in sound bites and, you know, looking like people don't believe what they're saying. You know, this manifesto I've produced today, all of the things in it, I believe passionately about helping young people get on in life, better care for older people. These are the things I've campaigned for all my political life. And I think people want to see a bit more passion, a bit more belief back in politics. And that, I think, is the mood of the times.
Yeah, well, I mean, the interesting thing is that you've been criticised, haven't you, by the other candidates for being quite supportive of Jeremy Corbyn, whereas Vet Cooper's come out sort of all gun blazing, saying, you know, it was sort of Jeremy Corbyn will be the end of the party, essentially. I mean, are you aware that no matter who wins this, the party looks like it's imploded?
Well, the party certainly stands at a crossroads today. It does. This is a big moment for the Labour Party, a big decision in terms of which way do we go from here. I think the right thing to do, though, is to be positive. I mean, people want to see you setting out your own case rather than necessarily criticising others, and that is what I am doing. I'm putting forward my case. It is a big vision for the country. There are big policies in my manifesto, but crucially, there's credibility at the heart of what I'm saying. I am saying how I'm going to pay for all the things. And, do you know, Labour won't win in 2020 unless we can convince people that we can be trusted with the economy. So that is the crucial first test for the Labour Party, and that is at the heart of my manifesto. You know, I would ask members to think carefully. They need to pick somebody who can win for the party in 2020. I believe I'm the person that can do that. As
the polls stand, though, the only way you can do that is if one or both of the others step down. So would you call on them to step aside so you can take their support to be able to take on Jeremy Corbyn effectively?
Well, no, because the system doesn't work like that. The people who can vote in this contest, the 600,000 people with a vote, can order people in preference. So it doesn't require people to stand down and back out of the contest, because votes can switch as people begin to fall out of the race. So, you know, people have just got to make their choice. I think Liz Kendall has said something quite generous today about voting for myself or for Yvette. So, you know, people have got that choice now. The crucial moment is now for people to make their choice, and make their choice for who will be best to unite the Labour Party and lead us to victory.
Are you happy with the whole process about these ballot papers and who's involved in the voting process? Shouldn't it be delayed while it's looked into? Because, you know, when you look at the figures of the 200,000 members of the Labour Party, then all of a sudden 600,000 people are wanting to vote in this. It doesn't add up, does it?
Well, I don't know, though, you know, because, yeah, there are some issues that need to be looked into, of course, and some of the applications need to be checked. But can we really complain in this day and age that having 600,000 people wanting to vote in a political contest...
Well, you can if they're coming in to ruin the sort of
and that's where they should be checked, Ranveer. But if these are 600,000 people, many of them who are energised by this contest, who want to get involved and have a say. I don't think we should see that as a bad thing. It's clearly a good thing.
Doesn't it discredit the whole process, though, until they've been fully checked out?
Well, they are being checked out. I mean, those checks are taking place. But, you know, we changed the rules to open up politics, to let more people have a say. And that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? That people... And there is a real debate taking place here. You know, the right thing now, I think, is to get your message over to those 600,000 people, rather than crying foul at the rules or saying, oh, I don't, you know, let's change the game at this stage. You know, let's keep it positive now. people... I trust in the judgment of those people with a vote. I think they'll make the right decision for the Labour Party and,
unless
more
they're
than
Tory
that,
voters
the country.
who've paid their £3. I mean, I don't know. Should we be trusting them?
I hope they read the Tories out.
All right, well, you've got about a month, haven't you? Is it 12th of September that the result comes out?
It
so
is.
we've all got quite a long time. We'll hear more from you. All right. Thanks very much, Sandy. Nice to see you this morning.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What we've got to understand is there are large numbers of people coming across the Mediterranean, landing in Greece, landing in Italy and being told they can stay in Europe. That is the source of this problem. And ultimately, I think the EU needs to rethink its strategy.